What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. We're back. I think Hero League getting brought into Storm League, and the announcement of that has me somewhat excited for Heroes of the Storm. And for that reason, do this, not that. Auriel will be brought to you today. Auriel's not a character that I typically play a lot of, but I have played with lots of Auriels. And there's a few key things that you should always have when you have an Auriel. And our team comp kind of fills those things a little bit. The first is that you really want some sort of generator. In this case, it's going to be none other than Trixler. So Trix going to be generating some energy for me today, or hope. Typically like Vala's, Gul'dan, just things Lunara even constantly pumping out damage are what you're looking for. The Jaina is not too bad, post 13 especially. So it's not going to be too terrible. And the other thing that you really want for Auriel is to have a decent front line, which in this case we have 3 melees, so I should be pretty protected. And not really gonna worry too much about the enemy team. So again, at level 1, there's a ton of different ways. If the other team has a lot of auto attackers, Righteous Assault's really good with the blind at 13. The cast speed's good for that as well. But for me, hitting the center and dealing more damage is more fun. And it allows me to generate a little more hope myself without my teammates being required. So for that reason, I am going to be taking this level 1 talent. It just makes Auriel a little more fun. Sorry, this cast speed's really good with the blind. Whereas Righteous Assault is really good if you have multiple people that are going to be diving you. Another thing you really want to do, and I'm not doing very well, but as I play more of her, I will start doing better, is like, you want to cast out, expend all your hope, and then hit your cooldowns. Wow, that whip was a crazy angle. So, yeah, I really want to, let's say if I have my Q and my E up, I want to heal first, then Q and E, right? That way I can regenerate a lot of the hope back. The same goes for when you ultimate. So at level 10, we're going to be taking Aegis. So when I Aegis someone, I want to heal them before the Aegis is cast. And then when they pop out, I can get a second heal off, right? If that makes sense. Searing Light's pretty fun. I could have gone Searing Light even this game with the Illidan. So if you have something that's like super diving in and you're like kind of battling, Searing Light's not terrible. I used to take it in the double support meta. I did play Auriel during the double support, so it's just been a long time since I played her. Alright, so at level 4, personally, I like repeated defense, but, you know, some people take Majestic Span just to make it a bit easier. Repeated defense is what I like. Again, this goes back to what I was just saying before about how it makes playing the character a bit more fun. I have some objectives to do, right? Like hit whips, hit Qs, you know, so all those little quest things. Plus, I mean, I kind of become a threat in myself, which is pretty cool. If you guys haven't already watched my Lucio video that I just came out with, played pretty aggressive in that video. Oh, there you go. Bang. It's the right. So at level 7, I'll probably be taking Energized Cord. Again, if I was using Illidan as my hope generator, then Empathetic, what is that? Empath, I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna mispronounce that and people are gonna flame me in the comments. Second talent here, when you get energy from the damage that your ally takes, It's pretty good for, you know, if again, my damage source were to be my Illidan, right? Or, because he's going to be taking damage. It's really good with, like, Cho'Galls. Cho'Galls are pretty solid with. Empathic. I don't know. Whatever. YOLO. But in this game, I'm probably going to be taking Energized Cord. I'm getting a decent amount of auto attacks off. So I can generate a real good amount of energy. I think he Vorpals back. Maybe not. Just from auto attacking. You can see that even here. Ha! The whip range on the 4 is so solid too. Tried it again there. I might die for this one. Dude, you gotta stay with my big boys. That's what I was talking about before, right? Having the big boys to protect you. That means in order for them to hit me, you have to go through the boys. The goons. So it's nice to have that protection as Auriel. In the off chance that the enemy's like, hey, we're gonna dive you. And you're like, oh, are you? Because I have some goons that are gonna protect me. And while it's protecting me, I'm gonna heal them. And overall, you're just gonna have a bad time. As you can see here, Exhibit A. This Death Ball clump up, the Auriel dream. When do you think Alex Strauss is the Death Ball dream? Bring in Auriel. Oh, I think we got her anyways. And we get the double cut. Oh my gosh, and the 5-man heal. Lordy, lordy. Yes, continue to stack. So the enemy team actually has a decent answer to the Auriel, the Zeratul. But if I can play it correctly, I can whip him away when he goes to Q. Because, you know, most Zeratools, they're going to go Q build, right? And then at 16, they're going to get those cleave resets. But typically they blink in, and then they'll cleave, and then they'll, you know, wormhole out, right? So I have a window at which I can whip him before he gets his cleave off. If he's not, like, really super duper close to us. So there's some outplay here, but it is decently strong because of the fact that, you know, the Auriel team comp typically groups. This guy needs to stop doing whatever he's doing, because I do not like that at all. We're doing okay on quest. 2 more whip hits, we'll be done quested there. We need 10 more Q hits. Might as well top them off. I'm gonna generate. Oh, they get to kind of clear mid for free. Actually, let's just push top. Whatever. Top's a decently do this of Spider Queen in general, and I even almost just did it there where I wanted to prioritize mid. A do this on this map is prioritizing top, because if you're able to get the top keep, then at all points in the game you're able to threaten a boss. Right? Oh. This is not good. We tried, buddy. Illidan? Okay, Illidan got a kill. Nice. Yeah, so if you... So, like, we got an okay push done there. It could have been better. But a lot of it had to do with the fact that the Zeratul got a pretty good VP. Like, some things went a little wrong there. You could see, though, how patient I was on my Aegis. If I need to Aegis, I will. Maybe I need to dodge a big damage or something like that. But for the most part, I typically want to save Aegis. You know, maybe a heal plus an Aegis, then a heal again is probably better that gives a really juicy heal. So at 13, this one's tough, man. This one's really tough. They have the Zul'jin, so the blind can be really, really powerful here. The push towards the center is not bad, and then the pierce slash is pretty good since I took the quest. I think I'm gonna take the blind. Piercing lash is actually just super neat with the quest. The CDR per whip, it'll guarantee that I am able to get the cancel on the Zeratul too. Let's say if there's like a Joe and a Zeratul, it'll guarantee that I get the cancel on that. Oh. I don't have it. That was so weird. Oh. I need to switch hats. I'm doing bad things here. So, for some reason my input for my heal was accepted, or my input for my Aegis was accepted, even though I was in the VP. So, not only did my Aegis cast off there, but obviously I was smash hitting my Ray so I could heal him because I didn't think Aegis was being cast. And then immediately the Aegis was cast on the variant, but I was smashing out my heal. So that's just unlucky, really. But another do not, which we just learned from my own mistake, is when your energy source dies, you have to be quicker about switching your energy source. So in that case, you know, my Jaina died, and I didn't switch to the Illidan fast enough, in my opinion. The other thing that I did incorrectly there is you really need to be using your Ray of Heaven like almost cooldown. Like, there's no reason not to. I think this game I'm gonna take spell power. If he took, yeah, he took icy. That's like a humongous power spike. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the variant. He went for the Zeratul. Trying to generate some hope. I'm gonna shove my hat onto the Illidan. He looks like he's owning. You can view. This is another do that I haven't been doing as much this game, but it is very. As you level up your play as Auriel, it is a very good thing to get in the habit of. Like, if someone on your team is owning, right, then switch the hat to them. Like, in some cases, maybe your Jaina just isn't the one that's being the force to be reckoned with, right? And instead, it's the Illidan. Then make that transition. Quested, by the way. I didn't even finish my Q quest, but make that transition mid-game, right? You can make that, or mid-fight even. Like, let's say you have a Blaze that just got a humongous charge and got his passive running, and he's just burning up everyone, right? Switch the hat to him, right? That's a do that even myself I didn't do, and that's something that obviously would come with practice, but it is a very powerful skill that you can get and obtain from playing a lot of Auriel, being used and accustomed to a lot of those things. But just overlooking that last game, some important do's: have the energy generator, use that heal on cooldown, and also remember when you're healing, use all of your hope and then use your cooldowns, right? So use your hope, then hit your Q, then hit your E. That way you generate more hope for the next cast that you're gonna to heal, right? The same goes with your Aegis. You want to heal before you Aegis, and then when the Aegis pops, you get a second heal off, right? But you can also be proactive as the character, as you saw here. Even I found a lot of ganks for my team this game. Some do not Aegis and then heal, right? As you saw, I did that, and then I had no way to protect the Varian after he popped out of the Aegis, right? The idea is that when you pop Aegis, they pop out, then you heal them. Try not to use that cooldown mid there. Also, try not to get caught out. You do not have a lot of mobility, so Wallace, you know, if you have a bunch of bruisers running around with you, you can smack people out. Be careful, because if the other team gets on you, and that's what most people are going to be able to do, they're going to come after you. And the last, do not give your enemy team an engage off of your Aegis. So be very confident about it. Be very cool, because Aegis is a self CC. So when you CC your teammate, the other team can just pile in and kill the person right out of it. So be mindful of that. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to throw a like and subscribe. Also in the comments, let me know what I did wrong about Auriel, and if there's any other tips that I missed. Let the people in the comments know, because I know there's a ton of these Auriel mains out there. Obviously not me, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's going to be it. Again, Twitch and Twitter in my description, as well as at Here's Earth. Thank you guys all so much. And until the next time, I'll see you then. Cheers.